All right, guys, let's go to the NFL now. We've got some Odell Beckham Jr. drama to talk about in this video. New York Giants say that he's on the block, but Schefter is reporting that he is. So we're going to talk about it in this video coming up. All right, guys, so welcome to Drew Code Sports Talk. On this video, we're going to be talking about Odell Beckham Jr. Andrew, let me ask you this.
Yep.
If you were the Giants, what would you do with Odell Beckham Jr.?
I want to start by saying this. If I were the GM or the owner of the Giants, I would want to keep him at all costs because he is a really great player. But having said all that, I think the Giants should trade him. I think right now it's a lot of I don't know how else to say than it's a lot of crap.
Right.
Everything is just starting to crumble down. He's not going to play unless he gets a new contract.
Mm-hmm.
He wants to be the highest paid player in the NFL.
Not just receiver.
And honestly, I know the Giants aren't going to say it, but they are rebuilding.
Mm-hmm.
Eli Manning's only there for 2 more years. And they don't have a roster to really compete. So why are you going to pay that money to Odell Beckham when, you know what, you got to hit the reset button.
Right.
And you know what, this is a prime opportunity to capitalize on what you can get back from Odell Beckham.
Mm-hmm.
You can get a ton of picks. You can get some decent players who are going to fill some spots until you get the players that you really want.
Right.
I just feel like if you're the Giants, it's smart to trade him. If I were them, I wouldn't want to, as I would try and hold on to him as long as I can.
Mm-hmm.
Because, in my opinion, I think he is the best receiver in the game.
Yeah.
And I've had a video about that before. But, you know what? It just makes too much sense not to get rid of him.
Right. In my opinion on this, I think the Giants have no choice, to agree with your point, than to get rid of him. They got to trade him. You just need to start fresh. Odell Beckham Jr. needs to be in a different market that's not New York because a lot of the attention that he's getting is polarizing. Now, I will also admit, though, when they were going to be in the playoffs and go against, forgive me, the NFC team that they were going against, the Packers, I believe. And Odell Beckham Jr. and the other receivers that went on the yacht boat in Miami they had one catch between, I think there was 3 or 4 of them that were on this boat. Really disappointed me because if you're going to have fun, that's great, but you got to produce. Did not come close to producing, and then was nothing but just a distraction, picking fights with Josh Norman. Then he got, it wasn't his fault, but he got injured. And then he got a lot of bad attention with some video coming out with a female and some sort of weird substance in this video. Not a good look.
Cocaine. Let's just be honest.
You got to be very careful, especially if you want this new money. You got to prove to them that you deserve it and you're a good role model because, again, you're representing this team. And Odell Beckham Jr. might need to be a 1-year rental to some teams because I don't see, other than the Browns, I think have the most salary cap to offer him the contract that he wants. But they're going to have to give up possibly their number 4 pick and their first pick in the 2nd round. Would probably my assumption that getting Odell Beckham and the Giants would be sufficient because then they'd have the 2nd pick and the 4th pick and the opening pick to the 2nd round, which still some good talent there. That's what I would assume. But I agree, you got to let Odell Beckham go. He's an all-world talent.
Mm-hmm.
But is his talent worth the baggage, and is that millions of dollars you'll spend on that baggage worth it?
Yeah.
Year after year, you're going to have some sort of issues coming up. Is that worth it? Yeah. And a lot of good stats that Colin Cowherd put up is when he has multiple touchdowns and 100-yard games, the Giants still have a losing record. So even when he produces, they don't win. Is he going to be able to transcend that to another team?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, but I just don't think that the Giants and Odell Beckham are at a point that they can return. I think they just need to separate.
I do want to finish by saying this. I feel like, as a Raider fan, I really would like the Raiders to go after them. It's kind of hard for me to justify them trading their 10th pick just because we do need a lot of defense.
Mm-hmm.
But can you just imagine? Just imagine. That would be awesome. And I wouldn't have that difficult of a time if the Raiders would have went after in free agencies a lot more of the defensive guys. They kind of did, but not like not to fulfill it. So they're obviously going to hang on to that 10th pick. But I would love the Raiders to go after him. I just think that would be it would help him out so much. You could work with a long contract. Now they're not going to be able to pay him what he wants,
right?
So I think that would be the issue. But at least for a 1-year rental, it'd be pretty cool.
He'd be a good 1-year rental, but if we're gonna want to keep him, we're gonna have to sacrifice players such as, let's say, Mac, who's contract year, and if we're gonna, I get it. Odell Beckham's just a rental, but he's gonna be an expensive. I mean, he's on the last year of his rookie deal. But giving up the 10th pick, not getting a defensive player that we desperately need, really, essentially our next pick wouldn't be until somewhere in the middle of the 2nd round, I believe. Really too high of a price for me that I would pay for that. But let's say, I keep bringing up the Browns. With Landry, Josh Gordon, Odell Beckham, come on.
Yeah.
You don't mean to tell me that would put them on the map?
Yeah. And Odell Beckham and Jarvis Landry were teammates in college, so they would work really well together. Yeah. You're absolutely right. It's a better fit for Cleveland, I know, but I know
wishful thinking, but I mean, we really don't want to tie up any more money.
I would put in that you could let go of beast mode after this year.
Oh, we're not re-signing beast mode.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
But I mean, come on, he's on a $1 million, $2 million salary with some incentives. We got to pay Mac
probably a little bit more. That's more money in your pocket.
I'm just saying. Anyway, guys, we appreciate you guys watching this video. Go ahead and hit that like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Leave us a comment below what you think the Giants should do with Odell Beckham Jr. Please also follow us on social media on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. The name to look for is Drew Coates Sports Talk. Guys, thank you very much. We will see you later.